Dear students, today we will discuss about the phytogeographical regions of India. This is actually the last portion of the the portions from the subject phytogeography. So this particular topic, that is phytogeographical regions of India, may ask for 4 marks, or sometimes it may ask for 15 marks. Okay. So coming to our topic, that is the phytogeographical regions, that is actually the distribution of plants controlled, mainly controlled by climatic factors. That is a place, suppose we are taking an island or a small portion from a country, we can see all the original plants which are inhabiting in that particular area, that is both flora and fauna. It is actually controlled by the climatic factors, like that of the temperature, altitude of that area, the rain condition, that is precipitation, atmospheric pressure, light intensity and duration. And also in case of this flora, that is the abundance of particular regions flora is highly dependent on the types of soil. And actually, and then we can see the biotic factors are also playing on this context. That is, it will play an important role in distribution and establishment of species. Okay. And in that case, our India, that is our peninsular India, is with a varied, and it is with most probably all the types of climatic conditions. Here in our country we can see mesophytic areas are very common, and also desert climatic condition is there, temperate, snow-capped mountains are there. All the type of conditions are actually present in our country. And the to divide the India's phytogeographical regions is quite different or quite difficult. And according to D. Chatterjee, he divided our India into 9 botanical zones, namely that Western Himalayas, and that Western Himalayas is divided into 3 separate zones, that is submontane zone, temperate zone, alpine zone, and Eastern Himalayas. And Eastern Himalayas is also divided as alpine, temperate and submontane zones. And Indus Plain, then Gangetic Plain, Central India, and Deccan, actually the Deccan Plateau, Western coasts of Malabar, Assam, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So these are, according to Chatterjee, the phytogeographical regions present in India is of 9 categories, and that too Western Himalayas and Eastern Himalayas are again subdivided into 3 subzones, that is submontane, temperate and alpine zones. Okay, this map which is describing these 9 separate phytogeographical areas, and one by one we can see what is this Western Himalayas, or what is the specialities and types of plants present in that area, and why we are again classifying this particular area into subzones. Okay, so the northern part of our country is bounded by highest ranges of Himalayas and is one of the most important botanical regions of the world, with the climate and vegetation ranging from true tropical climatic conditions and near the low altitudes to temperate and arctic types of the high altitudes. And there in that area we can see these differences. The northern mountain division can phytogeographically be divided into western, central and eastern zones. So, western Himalayas consists of the North Kashmir, South Kashmir and part of Punjab, then Himachal Pradesh and Gadwal and Kumaon regions. And this zone is wet in outer southern ranges and slightly dry in inner northern zone. The average annual rainfall in this region is from 100 to 200 centimeters. See the rainfall. It's somewhat heavy rains. Snowfall occurs in this region during winter season. So the region may be divided into, I already mentioned that 3 zones, that is submontane, temperate and alpine. The submontane zone or lower region, okay, or tropical and subtropical belts up to 1500 meters altitude from the sea level, and up to 1500 meters is called submontane region zone. Then temperate zone, that is from 1500 meters to 3500 meters altitude, and the alpine zone is above, that is above 3000 meters and up to the line of perpetual snow, that is the topmost part of the Himalayan ranges. And one by one we can see what is the conditions occurring in submontane or lower regions or tropical and subtropical belts. It includes outer Himalayas, particularly region of Shivalik hills, adjoining areas where annual average of rainfall is over 100 centimeters. The zone ranges between 300 and 1500 meters. Okay. The species include Shorea robusta, Sisyphus species, and Albergia siso, and Ficus glomerata. Somewhat the mesophytic climatic condition also we can see this in that area. So the trees flora types are most probably like that of our area, and in case of gymnosperm slight modifications or variations we can see. So this is the some of the important plants, that is Dalbergia siso, then Ficus glomerata, that is Eugenia jambalana. These are all plants which can see in our area also, that is Sisyphus, then Acacia is there, Carissa is there, and all these are common plants. Okay. And next portion, that is next zone, that is montane zone or temperate zone. From there onwards we can see the drastic changes in case of the flora, because the altitude is between 1500 and 3500. Here we can see the plants. Most probably we can see many of the gymnospermic plants. Then Ranunculus hutta is Polygonum, pedicularia. So many such Betula, that is birch, Salix, then Populus. So many species are there, and this area is also included in Kashmir. And here we can see this plants, that is this Populus tree species, rhododendron, and this rhododendron we can see in Ooty and Kodaikanal areas also. And this is Betula, that is birch. Then Pinus, there are so many species are there, especially Pinus excelsa. Then Primula is there. Then Ranunculus. This very beautiful flowers. It resembles that of rose flower. It is one of the first formed flowers. Okay. So different such plants we can see in this second zone. Then the third zone, it is alpine zone, that is extreme colder regions, that is above 3500 meters up to snow line. Okay. And in that area slightly we can see xerophytic conditions are occurring in that area due to the snow capped conditions. There the water scarcity is there. Most of the water is in the form of ice flakes. So these are the two photographic examples, that is Draba, and this is, see this leaf condition. It's like that of a cactus plant. Okay. and Brea. These two are the very common flowering plants in that area. Okay, next we can see this eastern Himalayas. Most probably many of the characters are similar with the western Himalayas. Here also we can divide the area into tropical submontane zone and temperate or montane zone and alpine zone. Okay, and tropical or submontane zone, here the height is altitude is 1800, and in this zone mostly sal forest and mixed deciduous forest. That is, it includes the plant tree species like Sterculiae, Terminalia, then Anthocephalus kadamba, that is Kadambu Maram, then Bauhinia are common, Albizia procera, then likewise so many Dendrocalamus, that is the bamboo species, then Michelia chembaga. So many are similar because it is a height is 1800. Here we can see some two examples, that is Albizia and Dendrocalamus. Okay, and the next region, that is the 1800 to 3000 meters altitude. There we can see, there also we can see Michelia, Pyrus, Cederella, Eugenia, Echinocarpus. So rhododendron, earlier we can see in that western Himalayas also. Then Abies, Larix, Juniperus. Here two examples are there. That is, this one is Quercus huber, that is oak. Then Juniperus, it's a gymnosperm. It is not fruits, these are the cones. Okay, and these are the two examples. Quercus, see the fruit of Quercus. Okay. Next is alpine zone. Here it is, we can see from 4000 meters up to snow line. It's somewhat much higher than the western area. The climate is humid and extremely cold. The vegetation in alpine zone is characterized by complete absence of trees and predominance of shrubs and meadows. Okay, rhododendron and juniperus is there. Eastern Himalayas vegetation is considered to be one of the richest vegetational units in the world. It consists of several species of plants which are native to foreign countries such as China, Japan, Burma, Malaya and European countries, because due to the climatic conditions. Then the third one, that is Indus Plains, that is, it includes the states Punjab, Rajasthan, Kutch, Delhi, part of Gujarat, and some part of the plain is now in Pakistan. So the climate of this zone is characterized by dry hot summer, and rainfall is very low, not very low, low, that is 70 centimeters, but in certain regions it is as low as to 15 centimeters, that is near to desert condition. The soil of a wide area except cultivated land is saline. Okay, it is with the that is rock salt is extracted or mined from these areas, because the climate is saline, not climate, land is saline. So vegetation is mainly bushy, thorny, that is, for example, acacia, prosopis, like that species we can see. That is, here we can see this tree is, it is a tree species, Salvadora. Actually this Salvadora is the toothbrush tree, that is the small sticks are used to clean, chew and clean tooth in North Indian area. So that is the toothbrush tree, that is Salvadora. Okay, prosopis, this is very common. The flowers are extractive, or species itself is like that of the acacia. And the Gangetic Plain, this one of the richest vegetation zone in India. This zone covers flattened land of a part of Delhi, UP, Bihar, West Bengal, and also a part of Orissa. That rainfall is between 50 centimeter to 150 centimeter. A great part of the land is under cultivation, and then we can see crop region, crop production area of our country is actually Gangetic Plain. That is, we can see this Phaseolus mungo, Kajanus kajan, Sesamum indicum, sugarcane, pea. Likewise, the cereals and some underground stem, potato, brassica, oleracea, rice, all are, this is actually the cultivated land. Okay. Central India covers Madhya Pradesh, part of Orissa, then Gujarat, Vindhya region, and the area is hilly, and average rainfall is between 100 to 170 centimeter. Then the altitude is 500 to 700 meters. Then thorny vegetation, there we can see this thorny vegetation and open area, and Tectona grandis, that is teak, Shorea robusta, sal, and mango, bauhinia, terminalia, tomentosa, philanthus, ficus glomerata. These are some of the examples. It's biodiverse. If we are considering the biodiversity of that area, it is somewhat rich. Okay, and that is these are the examples, some representatives. Okay. Then entire forest vegetation of central India may be divided into sal forest, mixed deciduous forest, and thorny forest. Okay. Deccan Plateau. This region comprises whole of the southern peninsular India, including Satpura and southern part of Godavari river. And it is divided into two subdivisions, that is Deccan Plateau and Coromandel Coast. These are all portions already we studied in school days as the part of the geography. So in Deccan Plateau, teak forests containing Diosporus, Acacia, Prosopis, Sandalum album, that is Chandanam, are common. Okay, in Coromandel Coast, vegetation consists of largely, that is, mangrove vegetations or halophytic species. Then western coast of Malabar, this is our area. In tropical evergreen forests, the trees are tall and they have buttress roots. Important species are Dipterocarpus, Mangifera indica, Circulata, Autocarpus hirsuta. So many. These are some of the examples only. And here and there we can see deciduous forests also. Then temperate forests, commonly called sholas, that is in Malayalam it is Chola Vanangal. That is this area, a valley-like area present in between the two adjacent mountains, and it is high with a high fertile land, and there it is. There we can see this sholas containing gardenia, machilia, and many such species. Okay. Then Assam area. This botanical province is very rich in vegetation and covers valley of Brahmaputra, Naga hills and Manipur. This is the region of heaviest rain. That is Tirappunji is present in that area, and we can see many bamboo species, climbers, and trees like Autocarpus, Michelia, Sterculia, Morus species, all are there. And sal is also, sal forests are also we can see in Garo hills. Orchids and fern species are very rich in this Assam area. And this is the Magnolia, Sterculia alata. Okay, Bay Islands of Andaman and Nicobar, and these are represented by Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the east and Lakshadweep Islands in the west. So this here we can see the island climatic conditions, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are a group of more than 300 islands, and the Lakshadweep group of islands comprises 36 islands, major islands, and altogether collectively it is with the area of 32 square kilometers. Okay, in Andaman, beach jungle or beach forests are common, and there we can see mimosaups, rhizophora, that is mangrove species, that Gallophyllum, etc. So many such mangrove vegetations we can see, and this is the Rhizophora. It's a very common mangrove, and this is Mimosopsis. This is the Mimosopsis silani. Okay, and these are the some of the vegetational types of the ninth category, that is this Bay of Bengal. And altogether, if it is asked for an essay question, you should write briefly about these 9 phytogeographical regions of India. Okay, and it is little bit dry, and it is part of the geography actually, and anyway try to by heart some part and try to understand some part. Okay, and if you are having any doubt, please ask. Okay. And try to study, to draw and label the parts of this particular map. Okay, if you are asking for any 15 marks question, you can write a map of India and just label the 9 phytogeographical zone, then your answer is more appealing. Okay, all the best. Thank you.